Danny Flexen for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by John Harding Jr., aka Pester, of course. What you
Building in the
doing?
building. What's good? Yes, bro. What's good, man? How you doing, man?
You're out in Portugal. Weather lovely, is it? I
Yeah.
bet it is.
Weather's up and down, but it's lovely. It's a bit like home now, man. I've spent quite a lot of time out of here, so I've kind of adapted to the environment. So yeah, I needed to come back out here when they kept pushing the fight date back. So I decided to come out here. I came back a bit earlier because I remember it was originally scheduled for the 12th, but kept moving it back, so I came back out here.
And now you're challenging for the English middleweight title for the second time, this time against
Yes,
Linus Udofia on
yes,
the
yes.
Joshua Buatsi, Marco Kalic show. How long have you known about the fight, and was there any hesitation in accepting, or was it straight away, I want that challenge?
I've known, I think we've known from about, it was either end of June or July. We knew, I just kept tight lipped because there was no date. I couldn't give dates because they kept moving dates. Yeah, it's definitely, man. You know how we, as a team, we're up for any challenge. We're up for just trying to give the fans a good fight. Bring the days of when the best fight the best, or just entertaining fights, and that's what I'm about as well. Not only just for me, but also just boxing as a form of entertainment. So that's what I'm about. And when it came up, yeah, he was someone who I've wanted to fight, and for a belt was just like the icing on top. Sky Sports, yeah, let's get it.
The previous challenge was obviously against Jack Cullen. Didn't go the way you would have wanted it, although you earned a lot of new fans in the process, which is,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
consolation. What's going to be different this time around? What have you worked on and improved since that fight?
Well, what's the difference is that I've got a longer camp, enough time to I feel I know a lot about Linus, the way he fights. I know how to neutralize what he's bringing, and yeah, it's just having a time. You know what I mean? When I look at it now, I just think, wow, to shed all the weight that I did in 3 weeks was absolutely crazy. I don't think I'll ever really go through that again. You know what I mean? But just understanding now, I'm getting to that position where I understand what camps are. When you're training around elite people and they've got an elite team around them, you kind of understand why people need that time for adapting things to do. So I just can't wait to get in there and do the business, man, and become the new English middleweight champion.
Did you take some positives from the fight, though, in the fact that you did have to take that weight off in a very short space of time, and you still held your own for large portions of the fight? It seemed like at the
Uh,
end it was more exhaustion than anything else.
yeah, to be honest, I think after the first round, I felt my body. I felt good going in there. After the first one, I sat down. It just really just kicked in. My body was just exhausted. There's a lot of things I was that I haven't really spoken on camera properly. That I was doing behind the scenes, just trying to shed that weight off. You know what I mean? I was holding a lot of weight because I was sparring Charlie Duffield at the time, and we had no light heavyweight. So at the time, our coach was telling me to keep the weight up, and fine by me, I was eating. But I understand as a professional, it's my job to be a professional. I should always be at a good kind of weight. So I didn't really complain about that in the media or nothing. That's what I've never really spoken about. I still give Jack Cullen, you done your thing. But I know I'm more dangerous. You give me enough time, I can do the business, which I'm going to do on October the 4th.
What do you make of Linus Udophia? Because you said it's someone you've wanted to fight for a while, so presumably you've watched a fair few of his performances.
Yeah.
What do you make of him?
He boxes at his pace. You know what I mean? Very fit as well, undefeated, and I just feel that he hasn't really and truly stepped up. Like if you think about it, he was mandatory for that title. How are you allowing me to step up and take that challenge? You know what I mean? If I'm mandatory for a title, I'll be ready. You know what I mean? So that just says it all about. Like, I'm not really scared to step up and take a challenge and put it on the line. He's far ahead of me. Not too far. He's ahead of me, and then him seeing this as a step up, and I'm meant to be behind you. That says it all about his mentality and why I think that belt really belongs to me, and really I will represent as a real champion.
You're in a different camp now to the last time we spoke. It's weird because it wasn't just Dillian Whyte that split from Mark Tibbs, but that's the one that's got all the attention. Obviously,
Yeah,
guys like you, Richard
yeah.
Riakporhe, who's not with you now, he's in a different camp, but you guys changed trainers as well, and that hasn't got as much
Yeah.
attention, it seems. How has that been for you, that transition from someone you were with for a decent amount of time and now going to someone you've worked with in the past, but is now your head trainer?
The transition, it wasn't too much because how can I say, we kind of I was always there was times I'll be if I couldn't make it to Tibbs, or there's certain times he would just tell me, yeah, go up to Zab. So we had that like kind of communication. I was with both of them already, you know what I mean? And then as we came out to Portugal, there were some things where Tibbs couldn't really be out here as much, and I got closer with Zab, and there was no point me just did all the things I was learning now to execute in the fight. You know what I mean, to going forward. So there's no like hate or nothing. It's all it's all love still. I respect, Tibbs is still a top class coach. That, but at the time we just gone and had to go our separate ways. But it's all respect still.
Tell us a little bit more about Zab, because people within boxing know him pretty well from his amateur career and working with certain pros as well. But people outside, a lot of people probably watching this video won't know too much about him still. Just tell us a little bit about what makes him a good coach.
Oh, Zab, man. Zab is he's like how can I say? Sounds like a boxing geek. He's just like, little things he just doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like you're dropping your hand when you're throwing a punch. There's so much things that he pieces together or makes you, I have to watch a fight, or watch a spar. I have to watch over my spar. You're not doing this. You're not bending your leg right, or you're doing this. You're not taking that inch step back. He's so on the littlest things, you know what I mean. In the littlest things that he likes to brush up on, you know what I mean. So it's I haven't since boxing, like as I've been taking up, I just haven't stopped learning, and this has like been my first official camp, like first proper camp that I've had for a fight. And I'm starting to learn a lot why the elite need 12 weeks, or you've got some that will say, no, they're not doing 7 weeks, they need to, and I couldn't understand why. In my head I was just like, listen, you need about 4 and that's it, I don't care. But then I'm starting to understand it's not always me training with just my heart. I've got to use my brain and be smart. So he's made me learn a lot as well.
And I want to ask about Dillian and the result in August, because you guys were in Portugal for the whole camp together, working very hard. You're obviously closer than normal stablemates as well. He looks after you in your career. You've known each other a long time now. There's a bond there. What sort of effect did it have on you and the other people in the camp when he suffered that defeat? Because it looked like he was on his way to winning as well.
Yeah, at the time I was back in London because I was meant to be fighting like a week or two after at the time. Just watching it, and he was just in control. And then it's just, like I say, heavyweight boxing. I understood this heavyweight boxing. It's just one punch can change everything, and that's exactly what happened. But the main thing is, he's ready. He's gonna bounce back, and we're still behind him. You know what I mean? So, and he's gonna just prove the doubt was wrong, like he's been doing his whole career.
Is it the sort of camp and the sort of closeness all you guys have got that when one of you suffers a defeat, everyone kind of gets brought down, but then when someone wins, everyone gets brought back up again?
I think it's like, what, it's life, man. When some people, I've noticed in people have a down bit in life, everyone jumps in the bandwagon, and then when you win, everyone's like, hey, you know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I just remain the same as someone that's close to me. Like, I don't care if, win, lose, or draw, whatever. That's still like a brother to me, no matter what, to the end. You know what I mean? But it made me learn a lot from society, or the boxing fans, how it is, how people can just be there, like, you take one step wrong, everyone's dogging you, putting you down, laughing, but when you're up, everyone changed, and it's like, wow, you know what I mean? It's very educational in how the boxing world is, how life is.
It's a different experience to you as well, I guess, because you suffered your first defeat and got a lot more fans as a result because of the way you performed, the courageous way you hung in there. Dillian was winning the fight, fell to a world-class punch, and as you've alluded to, people then seem to turn against him to an extent. It's weird, maybe because you were the underdog going in, I don't know.
I don't know. Obviously, I can't compare mine to his because they're two world class fighters. One's a gold medalist, and the experience is high. And me, I'm just trying to just get up in there, man. You know what I mean? And win, lose, or draw. We're still going to be winners in our own rights, and always going to try and entertain the fans. And that's what about this team is so different. If you notice, we're really trying to bring back boxing. Like how it was in the 90s, really. You know what I mean? You had the best fight, the best. No one cared about a loss. You know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to really just input into the boxing. And that's what he's doing.
You're talking about entertaining the fans. Obviously, there won't be fans at your fight with Linus, just as there won't with Dillian Povetkin. What has he, if anything, told you about that experience of fighting with no crowd, and how are you feeling about doing so?
It's for me. I'm excited about it. I was talking to some of the guys today, just about how it was. As when they were just telling me that how it is when they just step in, and some people say it's like sparring. I'm just excited about it. I just want to experience it. That's all I can say. It's just a new experience. I want to get in there and just feel at home in the ring. That's my main thing. Go in there, feel comfortable, feel at home, and get this title, man. And that's I've just been thinking about that belt every day, and I can't wait to get my hands on it.
And as well as boxing, you produce music as well. Just tell us a little bit about how that's going. What's the latest on that front?
Music. I've got obviously a single that's been circulating. Everyone's been loving, Maximum Violence. You know what I mean? That will be my intro coming. Everyone be ready for that. They can download a lot of my stuff material on Spotify, iTunes. I've been getting a lot of people messaging me. They want more music. They want more. I have to always tell them, listen, just calm down. For now, I'm focusing on my fights. I will have some more, but I'll got another tape dropping RNG free probably the beginning of the year or something. I'll probably drop it as it's been a high demand. But just begging people, just bear with me, it's coming. So but for now, download Maximum Violence, man. Yeah.
Good stuff. And before we let you go, just remind people how they can find you on the different social media platforms so they can get on the journey.
You just find me. Type John Arden Jr. or what everyone knows as Pester Superstar. Hit me up. I'm there, man. Feel free. I know a lot of people try to message me, but I get so many messages, so it's hard for me to really get back. But I appreciate everyone's support. I just want everyone that's a lot of people message me about my story. All I want people to do is that when they see what I'm doing in my life, them go and do it in theirs, man. Go and believe in themselves. Go and change their life. Go and do something where people think they couldn't do, but they wanted to do. That's what I want people to do when they see me in life. When they see me get my hand raised and win that belt, I just want it's dedicated to the people who feel like they can't achieve or it's too late, and I want them to be the best they can be.
Great stuff. Well, I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to the fight. It'll be a great one, I think.
Thank you. Fight of the night, man. Fight of the night.
Fight of the night. Good stuff. All right, well, take care, John, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks so much, man.
Cheers.